Alright, so let's take these off. Well, let's put them to the side over here. You killed 400 Jebediahs? 400 Jebediahs? That's like a record, dude. Most people are like, oh, nope, I'm gonna revert. You had probes that were engines? Or engines that were probes? I've never seen that before. Let's get some boosters on here. Put one right there. One right there. And we of course have this small one, but it's not quite the power we want. That's about 600. This one is 1800. I think we're gonna put a couple of these. I think these will be the power we're looking for. $400 Jebediahs, what? Now, was this in Sandbox, Gecko, or was that all career? Because I could believe it in career. Career is tough now. Oh, 4 extra engines on the wing? That's cool. I've okay, so you just drop them and then they go the Munchin. Oh, that'd be the Dunition, right? Dunian? I don't know. But your extra engines, they just fall down by themselves, or do you like try and fly them down? Because that's interesting. I've never done that. Not with 4. Alright, so let's get these over here. Those are too small. That's still too small. So we'll just use those. And this should get us enough power. I mean, if it doesn't, then I'll just retire right now. Okay, that's pretty cool. So they're kind of like, well, I guess you could call them paratroopers, right? Just little machines you take down. Yeah, good question. Like, do they get to space or? Okay, so they just go up into the atmosphere and fall down to the ground. That's pretty interesting, man. Alright, so we have a rogue. A 2 there, okay. So let's pull these up. All these are gonna go before those. Alright, let's see how we do this. That's how this works. More like if I want to drop a little marker. Oh, okay. That's actually like a good idea for career, because they have some missions where you have to go to a certain place and get a surface sample, so you could just drop it right over there and then fly a plane right over right over there, and then you'll know where to land. Because sometimes those spots are hard to find, super hard to find. So we're gonna go. Let's do half thrust. No, let's do full thrust. What am I thinking? Let's go. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot better. Blue Lake missiles. Did you actually, like, have you seen the design of the original brand? Like, Russia was so dumbfounded that we'd send something as crazy as a shuttle to space. They made little Burans that would launch from the Buran in space in orbit, and they'd fly down, and they're little missiles. It's actually really interesting. Of course, they never used it because the USSR went into decline after that. You crashed into a planet? Hey, Schizo, don't they have the, like the Xbox One app? Can't you type on there? I know I've used that before. I've never actually been to the Magic Rock. That's on Duna, right? Or orbiting Duna? I've never got to it. I've seen Scott Manley get over there. Yeah. I think he tried to deorbit it. Alright, so we're about 10,000 feet, 9,000 meters, going about 350. I think this is pretty nominal. It's just going to be what happens when we get, up into the atmosphere. This is actually one of the bigger landers I've made. Alright, so I'm a little worried about decoupling these, because the decoupler is way down here. So it's going to be interesting when they fall off. Might have to put some Separatrons on there. I love science mode. Science mode's what I learned KSP on. Oh, I lost an engine. Alright, we're gonna have to do Separatrons. Science mode gets hard sometimes. I was playing with mods a few days ago, and I couldn't make any planes, which really sucked because I was just gonna go around the Space Center and get some science, but I couldn't because the mods were wrecking everything. So let's look. Let's see. These Separatrons. Grab a couple of these. And we'll put 4 on each of these so that, to make sure it get out of the way. Wait, you use an asteroid as a heat shield? From the moon? How? Like, that must have been... You must have had a ton of fuel, dude. And that must have been one lucky encounter. Like, talk about luck, dude. I don't even know how that would happen. That's crazy, man. Did you just have an asteroid parked at the moon in case you needed a heat shield? Alright, let's save it, launch it. That is insane, dude. Was it like a Class A asteroid? And you were just using one of these command pods? Or was it the single Kerbonut? That's crazy, man. Yeah, I almost forgot the parachutes for this one. Good thing with just a pod, you just need one. Unless you want to bring back more, you know. And thanks for the follow. I'm not sure what who it was, but my alerts are kind of going crazy. I need to try and fix that. Me and Schizo would play all the time, and if we ever ran out of fuel, we'd get Jebediah out, and you know we'd decouple everything, so it was just the pod. And this was before the heat shields and everything. But we'd get Jeb out and use his RCS fuel to slow us down so we could get back into the atmosphere and aero brake. Good times, good times. I still think of doing that anytime I run out of fuel. Yeah, I think it would be awesome for Xbox. Like, I'm not sure about some of the controls, but, you know, the squad, they always hit it out of the park. Well, most of the time. If they don't, they patch it real quick. So we're about 600 meters per second at 20,000. I should be more into the grav turn, but that's fine. We'll be alright. Alright, so here goes the boosters. Get those out of the way. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. You could do it that way. Good idea, man. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Cause we just we'd hold eight what was it, W, and we time warp. And we'd actually do like a few trips to the apoapsis before we or the periapsis before we could even get into the atmosphere. So yeah, you know, not perilous at all. No danger involved. Just gonna pull that stage back down so that we can stage all these at the same time. And we should be way out of the atmosphere by now. Let's see where we're at. 124, that is way more than enough. It's gonna be a task to get to this maneuver node though. Just level those out as much as can. Good enough, good enough. Alright, I put all the RCS on the upper stages. So we're gonna burn a little bit. Because I'm pretty sure we don't have 2 minutes left on this stage. So we're gonna burn to get our turn right. Those science labs, they're yeah, it's called Dark Multiplayer. And it's, oh, that's crazy. I'd love to play that. And yeah, if that comes stock when 1.1 and the Xbox version release, oh man. Precision deorbiting rocket. So kind of like SpaceX, like the Falcon 9. I'm still in awe of that thing. That's like the most incredible system I've seen. So, let's burn at let's burn at 45 just in case we don't have enough. And if we do, then we'll be done with our burn a little early. Trip over a couple hundred Kerbals and you have some super efficient lab capable of churning out hundreds of settings per data point. Yeah, you could do that. There was a mod. It was the planned SpaceX colonization, something like that. It was a SpaceX mod though, and you could send 50 Kerbals in one crew module, and you'd just be able to set up a base wherever you were, and you'd have all these little dudes running around. Yeah, we definitely didn't have enough. This is going to be a long burn. I hope I hope Squad adds more wheels, because the current ones, like, they're good for moving around ships and stuff, but they're pretty much designed specifically for rovers and not, you know, trying to set up colonies. It'd be really cool for them to set up something like that. And I think I'm gonna fall through the atmosphere before I get this burn done, so let's raise it up a bit. Most likely this mission's gonna fail. Well, that's okay. We'll get to test out our lander. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, smart glass is pretty cool. We're gonna have to use our lander fuel to get to the moon. Let's fix this stage over here. Let's just kill that, because there's no way we're gonna finish that. But we might be able to get a decent orbit. Let's come down this way a bit. Oh, and Schizo, you can use the @ symbol and somebody's name to tag them. For Twitch. Alright, so we're going to the moon. Set it as a target. We're gonna have to do it over here. Bring it out. Yeah, it's way overpowered. Let's find the most efficient. Yeah, and that'll give us that this will give us a retrograde on the moon. Yeah, let's do retrograde. That's how Apollo did it, right? So let's do that. That's going to be a minute 43-second burn. Yeah, because they planned on the free return. They actually, the way they did it was they burned out, and I believe they did it well, I know they didn't do a straight burn to the moon, but they did it where when the moon came up from the horizon, that's when they started the burn. Yeah, go for it, PHP. I'm not sure if I block that though. If it's blocked, we'll figure it out. But you should be good. Alright, well this is coming up on the burn. Let's check this out. Oh, nice. Okay, little antenna, parachute. Was the the intake just for show? Oh no, wait, that was the engine, right? So did you use those engines to make the plane move? Like, was that part of the plan? And then you just ditched them after a while? That's really cool, man. Thanks for the follow. My alerts aren't working right now. I'm gonna get them fixed. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're coming up on 2 minutes. Let's do our little burn. And actually, since we're up here, might as well get rid of that fairing. Throw that away. Alright, cool. And then the main plane, you just glide it back down to the runway. That's really cool, man. How much RCS do we have? Oh, extend these. No electric charge. That's why it's hard to turn. Okay, nice. That's really cool, man. The farthest I've got with planes is I mean, I always try to get to orbit, so that's like my goal with planes. Haven't done it very efficiently yet. I always just put on a rocket and then waste all the fuel to get to orbit. We're gonna do this at 50 seconds. Almost hit the space bar. That would have been a big no. Big no. Yeah, we're gonna run out before this burn is over. Well, maybe we'll have enough. I don't know. Down to the second tank. Oh, this thing is huge. No idea why I made it this big. Let's just do 2 solar panels at the moment. Yeah. If it's not attached to a rocket, I can't do it. Planes are tough. SSTOs especially. just have enough? So close. Ah, 115 meters per second. Alright, we're not going to do this full throttle because those things are beasts. We'll just do this, freaking sticky keys. Alright, let's look at this orbit. There we go. Good enough. Let's get that lower. 500k. That's good enough. Alright, so is that going to be... Yeah, that's going to be retro. Oh no, that's prograde. That's fine. Doesn't bother me much. Let's get over to the moon. You know, just think about it. It's too bad I didn't put any landing legs on the top. Planery. I think it's aeronautics. I think that's a proper term. We're not worried. This is KSP. It's pretty much like the exact opposite of perfect terminology. But Lockheed Martin was trying to do a space plane for a while. I think they scrubbed it though. Alright, so we're in orbit around the moon. 456, 519, not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's go back into this mode and let's deploy more of those solar panels. I mean, we don't need this many, but once we get to the surface, we definitely will. Alright, alright, alright. These are the engines that Squad put in there for the 1.0 update. The shuttle engines. Man, those are beautiful. Let's go down. Let's see, it's 100,000. Let's go down to let's go down to like 50. Alright, scroll wheel. There you go, 47, 48, 84. Good enough. Yeah, Um, I mean, there's some people that like have completely mastered it, and it's like a complete foreign language to me. I try, but it just never works the way it should, at least. Good stuff. 59. I made there was a challenge on the KSP forum, circumnavigation of Kerbin, or any planetary body or moon, and I duplicated the SR-71, and that thing flew like a beauty. I got up to I think its top speed was 1300 meters per second at 25 kilometers. And I made it around Kerbin in just over an hour. It was pretty cool. After we get back from the moon, we'll mess around with some planes. Start with the SR-71 and then see where that goes. Alright, so let's start deorbiting. Let's come down. Oh, that's not bad. At what altitude? At sea level? That's pretty good, man. The higher up you go, the faster you can go. So 259, that's pretty close to that's like Mach 0.8. Pretty close to the sound barrier. Oh, going straight up? Huh. Or is that your, like, glide slope? Like 15 degrees glide slope? Or ascent slope, I guess it would be called. I'm not too big on terms. Alright, so that looks like a minefield out there. So let's stop right around here. That must be a big plane, man. Oh, no worries, PHP. I mean, I just threw this thing together and it got to the moon, so improvising, you know. This is just to show proof of concept, really. I have no fuel in the middle. Alright, cool. Sounds good, man. Let's get down to the surface. Still got 4,000 fuel. And I'm thinking, the way I designed this, we could get straight back to the planet with this entire lander. Alright, suicide burn for you. Not quite, but hey, pretty close. Alright, this needs to get straight quick. Gear, there we go. Oh man, these engines. Look at that gimbal. That's crazy. Alright, there's our shadow on the left. Alright, slow it down. 7 meters. 6, 5, 4, touchdown. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, that was close. Alright, alright. So, we're missing about 7,000 fuel. 6,100. So let's turn off SAS, turn off the RCS, get those ladders deployed. Oh man, I forgot. I didn't make any more ladders for this. Well, guess we're gonna have to jump off. So I guess those ladders were just extra weight at the moment. Oops. Well, alright, let's get these drills going. Oops. Hey, that's what happens, right? Alright, so let's get these guys out. They're just gonna have to jump out and use their RCS to get down. It's fine. I like that they added the nav ball for EVA. That I really like that. But let's turn that off. Turn them this way. Let's get the next guy out. Bill and Bob. Bob first. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, that's not what I meant. Alright, that's fine. Alright, man. Let's go. That's pretty good. $4,600 meters. Not bad. Okay, jump. There we go. I built this really small plane one time. It was just a little probe, or I guess unmanned, and used ion engines and all kinds of batteries and stuff. Oh man, I haven't even played with the buoyancy yet. I bet that's awesome. I've heard like you can build the shuttle and it's so like the buoyancy works so well that you can just land it on the water. The Tres Amigos and that solar panel is blocking the view. Let's I have tried to make a submarine, and it's actually like harder to make a submarine than it is to get to space. It's crazy because you can't do much about like you really that buoyancy model is crazy. Oh, we missed the eclipse. Man, well, screenshot. There we go. First screenshot of the save. Yeah, you have to get like really heavy objects to even get like 200 meters underwater. It's insane.